Hello, everyone. You know, enough is enough. I am so tired of this anti-Semitism stuff. I mean, I'm tired of reading it. I'm tired of listening to it. I'm tired of hearing about it because it's totally ridiculous. It makes no sense. Look, Menachem Begin called Israelis the master race. You are not the master race. There's no such thing as the master race. You are a welfare state. You are supported by the United States of America. If you're a master race, then you take care of yourself. But you get, from what I hear, you get $10 million a day from the United States. So explain to me how that makes you a master race. A con artist, maybe, but a master race? No. Let me read you something. I didn't write this, but let me read this to you anyway. The knowledge which comes from creation, which exists in the past, belongs to all of mankind, for it was compiled by and traded to and fro, built up on by all of mankind. Knowledge has never been exclusive of one particular group of people. Knowledge has never been exclusive of one particular piece. Knowledge came from all humanity. It was built up on. We traded it to and fro. We improved on it. We improved on it. Knowledge belongs to humanity, not just one group of people. Now explain to me, what makes you a master race? Nothing, because you're not. Let's go here. Revelations 2:9. Jesus called you, he said that the Jews of Israel, he called you the Synagogue of Satan. That's what Jesus said. He called you the Synagogue of Satan. And he went on in Revelations 3:9, and he called you fake Jews. Now you want me to believe you or Jesus? I'm going to believe Jesus. I'm going to believe Jesus. I mean, because you're running around, what you're doing to Palestinians is what Germans were doing to you. And in Germany, they're protesting that. They're protesting how you are treating Palestinians and saying that you are no different than them, than their parents. And I have to agree with them. The facts, that's facts. When I'm lying, tell me when I'm lying. Put it in the comments section. Let's go on. Like I said, Menachem Begin called you the master race. There is no master race. Definitely is not a master race coming from a welfare state. Snap out of it. Deuteronomy 28. The curse was slavery. Deuteronomy 28. The curse was slavery. I don't want to hear nothing about you a sham son or ham son and no bloodline. The people on those slave ships were cursed. That was the curse. And it states in the Bible that they would have iron yokes around their necks. Germany did not do that to you. They did not sell your children. They did none of that to you. So why do you just keep on lying? Because you know what? Now the people on YouTube, they know you lying because they're on the internet and they're researching everything. But people in mainstream media, you just keep lying to them. But guess what? The truth is out there. And the truth is like water. Once it gets out, you can't keep it trapped in it. Once there's a hole in the bucket, and you got a hole in the bucket. You got a hole in the bucket. And the water's spilling all over the place, and you got a hole in your shoes, and your toes is wet. So just go ahead on and tell the truth. The truth is out there. And this Al Sharpton, Reverend Al Sharpton, you give a preacher with a perm a bad name. I will never trust a preacher with a perm again. You supposed to be a preacher. You don't know. Have you ever read Revelations 2:9? Have you ever read Revelations 3:9? Have you read Deuteronomy 28? Al, cut it out. They're paying you, Al. They are paying you. You are bought and paid for. If you had a mega church, you would have a mega mansion, a couple of mega cars, and mega airplanes, and mega helicopters. Because you, sir, evidently, you don't know the Bible. You can't. Why? Call yourself Mr. Sharpton. Because what you calling yourself a reverend, it's blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Well, if you're a Christian, you can call yourself anything you want because that's really a man-made religion. It was used to gain friendship from native people, and then it was used to, once they got used to get their trust, then it was used to colonize and take advantage of them. Once they got their trust and they were able to build forts and things like this, they built their weaponry up. Then they took over. He took over the ones who didn't die from diseases like chickenpox and measles. Barkley, you stated years ago that you are not a role model, and you're not. You are definitely a comedian. So nobody should take you seriously. Shaq, I lost respect for you years ago when you all were on the show and you were cracking jokes and somebody would say something about you and you would say their mother. That was the worst thing in the world. You're on TV, a grown man, and you talking about people's mothers? Come on, man. Then you got the nerve to call Kyrie an idiot, and you're showing the movie and you're showing the film in your theaters. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Have you apologized? You know what, Shaq, Barkley, Al Sharpton, you all don't matter. You don't matter. You don't matter. You have no credibility. No credibility whatsoever. Both of you, and Phil Sharpton in there, you're comedians. You are comedians. And let me tell you this. If Jesus said that I am a Hebrew Israelite, well, I'm going to take Jesus' word for it. Because the Bible proves it. Deuteronomy 28. Everything in Deuteronomy describes slavery and exactly what the curse is. And this anti-Semitism stuff, cut it out. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Anti-Semitism, that's where they got the critical race theory from. They had to get the critical race theory from anti-Semitism. And basically all it means is don't tell the truth. All it means is anti-Semitism, it means don't tell the truth. Critical race theory, don't tell the truth. That's all that means. That's all this means. That's all it means. I mean, when I'm telling a lie, correct me. Correct me in the comments when I'm telling a lie. I am not going to debate a group of people. I'm not going to debate rabbis or anybody from Israel that Jesus said was in the Synagogue of Satan. Because I don't expect you to tell the truth. I do not expect you to tell the truth. And what do you have to gain by telling the truth? Other than saving your soul. But that's a funny thing. I mean, it's a shame that when people tell lies, because to really make a lie work, you have to psych yourself into believing it. And then you have to psych your children into believing it. And then you got to psych the whole world into believing it. And then guess what? Then the truth comes out, and your children look like liars and idiots. And that's whoever started this stuff. You came over there to Israel in 1944, basically because the United States did not want to bring you all to the United States. To get you out of Germany, they didn't want to bring you all to the United States, so they dropped you off at Israel and then started giving you welfare. That's it. Now, prove me wrong. Don't get upset. Prove me wrong. I am a Hebrew Israelite because there's no way in the world I'm going to be called. People in the KKK call themselves Christians. Now, if you think I'm going to be tied to that, I mean, they violate 6 of the 10 commandments. They violate 6 of the 10 commandments. And let me tell you what they are. It's the third commandment. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. And taking God's name in vain is saying that it's white supremacy and saying that it gives you the right to kill people of color. That's taking the false teachings is taking the Lord's name in vain. That was 3. Then it goes, remember the Sabbath day. Well, the Sabbath day is actually Saturday. It's not Sunday. And since you all are running this place, you all changed Saturday to Sunday. So really, 7 commandments you breaking. Because you're not keeping the Sabbath holy. Then 6, thou shalt not kill. You all are lynching, have a history of lynching black people for no reason whatsoever. Falsely accuse black people, and then you lynch us. You falsely accuse us, and then you lynch us. Not only do you lynch us, and this was a shocking thing to me when I found out, and somebody told me, they said that you were using black babies for alligator bait. I told them, no, that's impossible, impossible. Then they showed me proof, signs that you made advertising that you used black baby for alligator bait. Then you had postcards of black people hanging from trees that you killed. That's a violation of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. How many black slave women did you rape? And how many black men did you rape? And when you were doing your buck breaking thing, how much debt did you do? I mean, if that isn't satanic, I don't know what the heck is. Thou shalt not steal. You stole people's kids. You stole people from a land. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. You lie on black people all the time. You sit up there drinking mint juleps on a porch, and the black person's out there working, picking cotton, and you have the audacity to call him lazy. You're sitting there doing nothing, calling somebody else lazy. You are delusional. You are more delusional than Israel, thinking that they are the master race when they are a welfare state. Snap out of it. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house and thy neighbor's wife, so and so and so. You covet everything. You covet everything. We couldn't even get patents on our inventions. The things we invented, you wouldn't allow us to get patents. You said, well, since I own him, whatever he makes, I get credit for it. You made that up just like you make up everything else. You made that up just like you make that up just like you made up Columbus discovered America. Now you know good and well Columbus did not discover America. He thought he was India. He thought he was in India. Then he called the Native Americans Indians. And now I don't know what to call people in India, because if I tell somebody if I call them Indian to somebody, they assume I'm talking about Native Americans. You just got everything all mixed and twisted up. Look, do me a favor. Israelis, do me a favor. Get your own life. Get your own life and stop pretending that my life and my history is yours. It's not yours. It is not yours. Let me pause for a second. I got to lay this on you real quick. I was thinking about naming a video this Whitewash Sanity, Insane Reality. Whitewash Sanity, Insane Reality. And when I say whitewash sanity, I mean everything that black people, Hebrew Israelites have done in this world, you have whitewashed it. And those things you have whitewashed are sanity. And insane reality is the fact that that's you. Insane reality. Saying Columbus discovered America. Insane reality. Putting Sylvester Stallone in the Boxing Hall of Fame and building a statue of him. That's insane reality because none of that is true. I mean, I can go through a list of things that you've done that was insane reality. Look, stop the delusions. Stop the delusion. But the main point that really gets me, how can you just, you know what, a friend of mine told me that when you tell a lie, spread it on thick and some stick. And you've been spreading this on for 400 years. But now it's over. Now it's over. You see, because like I said in another post, a lie can't sit on top of reality because it's going to either lean this way, lean that way, and eventually it's going to fall off. It's destined to fall off. Now you have 400 years of lying, so why don't you go ahead on to tell the truth and get your own life, okay? I mean, is your history and your life so bad that you have to steal somebody else's? I mean, really? Really? And all this stuff about, I don't care what your rabbis say. It don't matter. It don't count. And people who debate you, I don't know why they're debating you. I don't know why are they debating you. So what do you expect to get when you debate the Synagogue of Satan?